Hey there, welcome to the channel. Greetings from cloudy, slightly rainy and windy Koh Samui today. Just going for an afternoon walk, finish up some work at my house for my YouTube client, and just want to do another walking, talking video for the channel. In this video, I'm going to be discussing a few of the ways that I earn money online as a digital nomad living in Thailand, because this is also one of the most common questions that I get asked from subscribers, and I've already made videos about it on the channel, going through, how I'm earning a living from YouTube and Facebook and, different income streams that I have set up. And I think this is going to be very instructive for a lot of people because, especially with the introduction of this new destination Thailand visa, which is still kind of up in the air. We're not entirely sure how it's going to work since it hasn't been published in the Royal Thai Gazette yet. Updates coming soon. But this is basically an initiative to attract more digital nomads and remote workers to Thailand, as if we don't already have enough already. Chiang Mai has been ranked #1 consistently for a long time for digital nomads. And I think recently the Prime Minister, I can't pronounce his name, sorry, just announced that he wants to launch a digital startup hub in Chiang Mai as well, which is quite interesting. But yeah, so if you're interested in, coming over here, working remotely, then obviously I'd recommend finding a fully remote job if you don't have one already. If you do already have a fully remote job, then I'd be like to hear from you. So post a comment down below, and yeah, just let me know what you're doing, and yeah, we can get on a call or something, or maybe I could even interview you on the YouTube channel. That's another idea. But for the people that don't already have a remote job, obviously I would say probably the best place to go to find one would be LinkedIn, which I was doing personally for many years until, unfortunately, just over a year ago now, my LinkedIn account was permanently suspended. And it's very unfortunate. I lost like 25,000 connections on LinkedIn in the blink of blink of an eye, I should say, just like that, overnight. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can do to reactivate my account. I created a new account, and then that one got suspended as well. So there's nothing much that I can do. But, if you do have a LinkedIn account, and I would highly recommend creating one if you don't have one already, then you're going to want to start applying for remote jobs through LinkedIn. And this is the best place to build your professional network. Obviously, there's also a lot of other remote job boards out there. There's literally 30, 40, 50 plus of them where you can apply for remote jobs. But for me personally, I'm an entrepreneur and I don't want to work for somebody else, just being perfectly honest. I've done it many times before, and it always makes me feel miserable and just not inspired. I'm not passionate about working for somebody else, making them rich, right? I would rather work for myself and profit from my skills, right? So that's what I'm doing with this YouTube channel. That's what I'm doing with my courses and Facebook too, which is another one of my income streams. If you're interested in the full course, drop a comment down below. It's free, or pay whatever you want. So go ahead, do that if you want to. But essentially, I'm monetizing my content on Facebook in addition to YouTube. So between those two income streams, it's a pretty decent amount. It's not thousands and thousands of dollars, but the thing is, you don't need to be making a ton of money every month. Like $10,000 a month is not necessary to have a pretty good life here in Thailand. And, a while ago, I made a video about how I'm living in Koh Samui on $1,200 per month. You can click up here somewhere to watch that video. I think it's got like almost 6,000 views now. It's doing pretty well. And, that has gone up a little bit since the previous year. but not all that significantly because I just keep my costs very low. And also it's worth pointing out that that is $1,200 for both me and my fiance. So split between us, that is really, really good. I mean, I don't think most people would be able to afford this type of lifestyle on that budget, right? So it's just a matter of kind of being smart and budget conscious and not just going out partying all the time, spending money on bottle service at bars or something like this. That's just not necessary, right, for most people. And yeah, my fiance doesn't really like to go out partying all that much anyway, which is fine by me. I would prefer to just sit at home, watch some Netflix, maybe get some work done in the evenings. But that's just me. Obviously, it's gonna depend on your personality and what you're interested in. And obviously there's a lot of fun nightlife activities to do here in Samui. But you know, once you've done that for a while, it starts to get a little bit monotonous, a little bit old after a while. And then you kind of just start to settle into the day-to-day life here. You know, go on nice walks around the island. And it is a little bit cloudy today, which is unfortunate. But check this out. This is a new construction that they're doing right here for the Siwadi villas. I may be mispronouncing it, but yeah, they've been building this now for, gosh, I don't know, 6 months at least, and definitely making good progress. You can see all of the construction going on here. I think these are 3-bedroom pool villas, 2-bedroom, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, there's a lot of construction up and down this road near my house. And actually, one of my friends, he just recently bought one of these properties, but not here in Lamai. It's in Bangkok. Same developer though. Very nice, like, you know, 2-3-bedroom pool villas. But for most people, it's not going to be possible to buy real estate over here. A lot of my viewers are probably just getting started as a digital nomad. They maybe don't have a ton of experience, just working for somebody else. And buying real estate on the island is probably not too realistic, right? Myself included. So I want to make sure to target the right people. And I made a video a couple days ago going through real estate options available on the Remax website and showing my viewers like what is possible, what you can get over here in terms of real estate. But obviously, like, that's just going to be way out of the price range for most people, including myself. It's just a pipe dream for now. But through consistently creating content, launching a YouTube channel, starting an online business, and monetizing your knowledge, basically, you can do pretty well. And it doesn't have to be a lot, you know. You don't need to be making $10,000 a month like a lot of these coaches talk about nowadays. That's not necessary to have a pretty good life over here in Samui. Let me actually turn around and go this way. I'm over here by the spa resort right now. This is on the shortcut road that goes to Lamai. And you can see here they're also building some pretty nice houses. I think most of these are already sold, although I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, there's a lot of construction around here. And, that's kind of both a good and a bad thing. They're clearing a lot of land and destroying the nature, which is not so great. But they're also building houses for people to live in, which is good for the economy, and more tourists are coming over here. They're buying properties. And, this is something that I would eventually like to do myself as well. But I have no idea when that's going to happen. It entirely depends on the success of my online businesses, right? Including this YouTube channel. So it's definitely not an overnight success by any means. It's taken me over 3 years to start earning a decent amount from this channel. And I also have those online courses on Gumroad as well. But I've noticed that if I don't make them free, I won't get any sales. So for whatever reason, the people that are going to check out my tutorials and courses, which many of them are just my YouTube videos repurposed into tutorials, they decide, oh no, it's too expensive if it's over $0, which is crazy to me. I don't understand it, because this is valuable information that I'm sharing, right? But again, it all comes down to just experimenting and seeing what works and what doesn't. And then you just simply do more of what works and less of what doesn't. So through trial and error and trying, doing different things, you will learn over time. And obviously I recommend watching other content creators on YouTube as well to learn new skills. I watch a lot of Alex Hermosi. He's a very popular guy now, basically offering free content. He's recently joined School as well as one of their co-founders. And if you haven't heard of School, it's S-K-O-O-L. I'm sure many of you watching this channel have already heard of School. But if you haven't, check out their website. And this is another way that you can monetize your knowledge as well, is through the School platform. And that's something that I consider doing myself. I actually created an entire community, and then I was actively growing it for about 2 weeks. And then I decided to cancel the School membership because they offer a free trial for 2 weeks, and then it goes up to $99 per month, which for me didn't make a lot of sense because I wasn't getting any paying members into my community. And I also have a Facebook group with over 13,000 members in it, mostly digital nomads and remote workers from all over the world. I'm collecting their emails, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me to switch to a completely different platform when I haven't even figured out how to monetize that Facebook group yet with 13,000 members in it. Crazy to me. So I recently hired a VA, virtual assistant, in the Philippines. In fact, 2 of them. And they're working for me, between the 2 of them, 2 hours per day for the next month. I found a VA placement agency, a woman, when I was in the Philippines, and she connected me with some virtual assistants that are now working for me on a daily basis, only on the weekdays, of course. On the weekends, they have that off. And it's just a very small time commitment to start. But that's something that frees up my time. They can do some of the things that I don't necessarily want to do, so I'm basically outsourcing it to someone else. And they've been generating leads for me, for example, in the hospitality industry, using this tool called Apollo, which I've also made videos about on my channel. If you're interested in any of those, just search for Apollo on my channel and they'll pop right up. But I've been using this tool now for, I want to say, about 2 years. I was using it at the previous company I worked for, and then I started using it for my own personal purposes. And for that, I'm using that tool to arrange media collaborations with hotels and resorts, mostly. Because I have a pretty large following on Facebook, Instagram to a certain extent. I've obviously got this YouTube channel, and I can use those as a digital asset, so to speak, that I can then pitch to luxury 5-star hotels and resorts. This is something I've been doing for years now, not just in Thailand, but also Bali, Central South America, and other parts of the world. So essentially I come in there, I can stay for free for typically 3 nights in exchange for creating the content and helping them with marketing and branding and that sort of thing. Hello. Oh, hey. That's Brendan. He's one of my subscribers on the channel, and we're supposed to meet up later this week. He just bought a villa here, so good to see him. But yeah, I'm just going to continue walking and dropping some knowledge. So yeah, where was I? I forgot what I was talking about now. Let's just go back to the visa situation over here in Thailand, right? Because yeah, this is something I get asked a lot as well, is like, what is the best visa to come under and then you can stay long term? And you know, for most people, it's going to completely depend on your situation and what you're looking to do over here. But for the most part, I would recommend just coming in on a tourist visa, and then you can obviously switch over to whatever visa you want, whether it's the elite visa, which is quite expensive, or maybe let's say the new destination Thailand visa, which is more so for digital nomads and remote workers. That's their slogan, that's what they're going after for this specific visa, but not all the details are in yet. So I'll keep you posted on this channel on that. And yeah, what else can I talk about? I don't know. Just walking and talking. There's zero editing in this video. This is a new format that I found works pretty well on the channel, because just want to keep people watching for as long as possible. And so why not just share things off the top of your head and not do any editing. This is a new style that I'm playing around with, and it seems to be working pretty well for other content creators on the platform. So why not mine? I will also mention one other source of income. So I've also got a client that I'm helping with their YouTube channel. So I met them when they were in Koh Samui. They're from Canada and they live most of the year in Sicily in Italy. And yeah, so I've been working with them, sweet older couple in their 70s, Harry and Joan, for I want to say just over 3 months now. And I'm just editing their videos and posting them to their channel. They're gaining quite a few subscribers in a relatively short period of time, which is excellent. And yeah, I'm going to be continuing to work for them for quite some time, maybe another year or so. So that's just, you know, you don't need a ton of clients to make a decent amount over here, and then you have a pretty good lifestyle. I can go for a walk on the beach anytime I want, which is only like, you know, 8 minutes from here. And my fiance has a full-time job here at the school, so that always helps to supplement the income a little bit. But for the most part, I'm just generating income from YouTube and Facebook, which is technically working remotely if you think about it, even though I don't have a contract or I'm not like a full-time employee for them. It's essentially a 1099, right? So I'm a freelancer working for Facebook and YouTube. And then the taxes just come out of my payments every single month. So I don't really have to worry about that too much. It's like tax withholding. And then it's foreign earned income. So it's probably going to be taxed eventually, but so far it hasn't really had to be. It's not something that I'm particularly worried about. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, as so to speak. But yeah, foreign earned income. So as long as you're working remotely for a company, in my case YouTube and Facebook, then you can just earn an income over here and collect the money and just live your life. That's what it comes down to, right? I would say the number one most important thing is to live your life and enjoy the freedom. Because if you're going into a company every day and you're working 9 to 5 and you're miserable and you hate your boss and you just can't wait for the day to be over every single day, like I did for many years, well, a couple years anyway, then that's not the path to happiness, right? You're not going to be happy. You're probably going to be depressed most of the time. You're not going to be inspired or passionate. So you need to find something that really lights you up and it doesn't feel like work, right? So if you're doing something that you're passionate about, chances are it's not going to feel like work and it will be easy. So that's how I feel making these YouTube videos. It just feels like fun, like I'm just going about my day and going for a nice walk on this beautiful island. A little bit cloudy today, but whatever. And, you know, just recording another YouTube video. I've got my gimbal, I'm shooting this on my phone, Very easy. I don't have all the professional fancy camera equipment like many people seem to think they need before launching a YouTube channel. I will tell you it's not necessary, right? All you need is a decent phone that shoots 1080p or higher. This one actually goes up to 4K, but I usually don't use 4K because it just takes up a lot of space, and my laptop isn't very good either. So I need to definitely get a better laptop relatively soon. I think this one's on its way out, and I really need to upgrade to a MacBook. So if you're inspired, you know, you can always become a paid subscriber on my channel. Just click the join button, and then you can support me on a monthly basis, or you can donate to my Patreon. Link in the description below. I'd really appreciate it. I've got a few paying members already, but always looking for more. Every little bit counts, as they say. So yeah, those are just a few of the things I'm doing to generate an income online. And there's always more ideas, right? So once you've made one business profitable or semi-profitable, such as this YouTube channel, you can always move on to another one, like Facebook, for example. So you monetize one, you monetize the next one, and then once you have a decent enough audience or following, then you can start promoting your digital products, which I'm already doing on a regular basis, mostly in my Facebook group with 13,000 members in it. It's called Work From Anywhere. Link in the description below where you can join that group. And you know, you can always offer your digital products for free to start, just to get some customers in the door, and then start charging a little bit, whether it's free or pay whatever you want. You can do this on Gumroad, or let's say $5, $10. My latest digital product is only $1, and I'm just testing $1 because I'm running some Facebook ads to that offer. And I'm getting a ton of people clicking through to the checkout page, like over 500 now, mostly in Thailand and Philippines, but 0 sales for whatever reason. So clearly there's a demand for this specific digital product, which is all about monetizing your audience and your content on Facebook. But almost everybody who goes to the checkout page doesn't complete the purchase. So essentially it's like an abandoned cart. They're going to check out and then they're just leaving. And I'm not exactly sure why that would be. They're clearly interested, so I decided why not just lower the price. I don't want to give it away for free because I need to get some sort of return on my ad spend, obviously. I'm not just doing this to give away free shit to people, right? So I decided, why not just make it $1? If they can't afford $1 or they don't think it's valuable enough to be $1, then honestly, that's their problem. It's not mine. And, you know, I can always try to sell some other new digital product. But focus on getting the first one profitable first, and then you can always move on to something else. This is something that I struggled with for a while, as I just had so many different offers and lots of ideas and this sort of thing. Very creative, but hello. But I wasn't getting any sales of these digital products, and they were kind of just all over the place, right? So I recommend focusing on one to start, and even if you have to give it away for free, just go ahead and do it, right? That way you can get some reviews, some testimonials, and then use those to attract more customers to buy your product or service. Just a few tips. And I recommend Gumroad for this. There's a link in the description below. It's an affiliate link, so I will get a small commission on everybody who signs up, just so you know. But yeah, Gumroad is one of the quickest and easiest ways to go from $0 to $1 online. And for me, like, I've just been giving away a lot of stuff for free, or pay whatever you want. And most people just take it for free, which is understandable. You know, everybody just thinks nowadays everything should be free because there's YouTube, and any question that you have, you can ask Google. But the fact of the matter is, those people, they don't have the experience. You need to ideally like get something that's proven, that can work by somebody who's already doing it, right? So that's the difference between free and paid info products. So yeah, just a few ideas, and if you have any questions whatsoever, go ahead, drop a comment down below, and I'd be happy to help you however I can. I've been living over in Thailand for 4 years now and loving it, and I don't really have any plans on going back to the States anytime soon. And yeah, it's just, it doesn't really make sense to go somewhere where you're not happy, right? You need to focus on the goal and have a vision for the future, and just continue following that. If it seems to be working, just keep going down that same path, right? And over time, you're going to continue accumulating more, in this case on YouTube, subscribers, followers on Facebook, people that are interested in hearing your story and you know, discovering how you can help them, which for me, it's mostly just like moving to Thailand, right? That's kind of my core offer. And then I have a lot of little offers that shoot off of that one, that are kind of tangential, I guess you could say, to moving abroad to Thailand, ways to sustain yourself while you're over here. And I'm also an affiliate partner for Igloo. If you've never heard of Igloo, it's essentially, it's kind of like an EOR company, employer of record. So you can get sponsored by Igloo to work for your company back home. Let's say it's a remote role that you can easily do from over here in Thailand. Then you can get sponsored for the visa through Igloo, and then just work for that company from here. And they're also hiring as well. They have jobs available in Bangkok and Chiang Mai. If you're interested in more details about Igloo, drop a comment down below as well. I don't actually have an affiliate link for them at the moment. I'm just in touch with them, and I've made some videos about it as well on the channel, which you're welcome to check out. And Chris Parker at Retired Working For You just did a full sit-down interview with the guy who's, I think he's the sales manager at Igloo, Jimmy, and that's the same guy that I'm in touch with over there. He sat down with him in Bangkok and just talked through the different options available for remote workers that want to come over here and live abroad, work remotely from Thailand. And I actually have a good friend, his name is Michael, and you know, he was in Samui doing like a kind of a trial run for the company he was working for to see if the remote work thing could work. And now he's back in the Netherlands with his wife, and it just seems like they're very miserable. They don't want to be there. They don't like the direction the country is heading politically, socially, and they just want to get out and ultimately come over here to Thailand. So I sent him some more information about Igloo and how they can help him to make that dream a reality. So let's see if he actually commits and comes over here. And you know, I'm planning on scheduling a consultation call with him as well. By the way, link in the description below where you can grab my free ebook and schedule a consultation call with me. It's $100 for 1 hour, and then I also have a 15-minute discovery call for $20. So if you have any questions whatsoever, you want to get in touch with me, schedule a call, link in the description below. And with that being said, I think I'm going to sign off. Almost back to my place now. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Until the next one, peace from Thailand.